Hi, this is Gary with MacMost.com. On today's episode, let's take a quick look at the new Photos app. So the new Photos app is brand new in macOS 10.10.3, which was released today. And it replaces iPhoto and it matches up now with the Photos app in iOS. There's a ton of new features, so let's just take a quick look at it. So once you've moved to the new Photos app, you'll notice that it looks a lot like the Photos app in iOS 8. You've got three main levels here to view all of your photos, and you've got it chronologically here broken up by years, and it shows you locations within that year as well. You can use these arrows here to move down into the collections view, which basically breaks it down into small, you can call them events I guess, inside of the year. So it breaks it down into a collection of photos that maybe match a certain set of dates and an area. And then you can go further into that by looking at the individual photos here. They come a little clearer and they break down to specific dates here. So you've got those three levels to look at, and in all those levels you can do some things like, for instance, you can click and hold and you'll be able to see the photos just by swiping back and forth, and if I were to release it would go directly to the photo. In addition, you can double click on the locations there of the year and it gives you a map view, and then you could dig down from there into a picture view that just restricts you to those photos. And you can always use this back arrow to go back different levels. So you have lots of different ways to flip through all your photos and just dig down into them. Now let's go and take a look at an actual photo. So we'll dig down here into third level down and we'll look at an individual photo to edit. So once we see this one here, we can see the individual photo. We can zoom in on it. Here we can go to a view here which shows us all the photos in that area, in that event in this case. If we want to have that to be able to quickly move between them. We also have the ability to do things like favorite it, get information about it right here like the camera, and it would have location information if it was available for this photo. You can also share it to an album or create all sorts of different things, which we'll look at in a second. Here's the actual share button, which allows you to not only do the standard stuff like email it or send it to Facebook, but you can also create an iCloud photo sharing album, which is something you can share with other people. And you can also, of course, edit, and the edit controls are very similar to iOS. You've got an enhance button, rotate here. You've got crop, which also allows you to adjust the angle there. You've got filters to apply and a full set of different adjustments that you can get into. So there's way too much here to go into in one video. I'll probably be looking at some of the specific features here later on in individual tutorials. But you've got most of the functionality of iPhoto from before. You've got faces, you've got places, you've got the ability to share things not only to, say, Facebook or something like that, but you can create a new iCloud photo sharing area where you can share an album with other people and even have them available by the web. So you can use albums here to organize your photos like you want if you'd rather not look at them in chronological order here. Of course, you just can use both. You can order print products, all sorts of things you can do like that. So there's just a ton of functionality, and it's just very different than iPhoto. So you've got to kind of not look at this as the next version of iPhoto at all, but look at this as a completely new app with a simplified interface and the huge new feature of having your photos available across all of your devices. So having all your photos shared across all your devices and in iCloud means a lot of different things. It means you will never again have all your photos on your iMac on your desk and not be able to access them from your sofa on your MacBook, or not be able to see them on your iPad or iPhone. Everything just syncs all the way across. As a matter of fact, it syncs over the internet pretty instantly. I'm going to take a photo right now with my iPhone, and what will happen is it'll sync up to iCloud, and then it will sync over to the Photos app here on my Mac. So it'll just take about a minute here. Okay, and there it appears, the photo I just took of my desk right here. So I took that on my iPhone. I didn't do any syncing or anything like that. It just connected over the networks to save this photo to iCloud and then save it here so that I can see all my photos everywhere. So there's a first look at the new Photos app. I'll be digging deeper into it, like I said, in upcoming videos into each individual feature so we can get to know it together.